Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. You saw the title. I'm looking at Carl Sagan on the idea of a creator. Now, if you are an absolute believer in God, you shouldn't watch this because Carl Sagan, he was actually very congenial. He wasn't like Hitchens, where Hitchens is very acerbic, in your face. I'm coming after you, and the stupidity of you believing in God. Sagan was like, look, there might be a God. I just don't see evidence for one. If that sort of thing offends you, I'm confident this video is not for you, even though I haven't seen it. But if you have a curious mind, a philosophically oriented mind, you'll be able to handle this and maybe get just some new perspectives on things. But let's see what Carl's got to say.
You can go back as far as you want, but somehow the stuff of the universe had to come from somewhere, and isn't that what God did? But that's only true if the universe was created. If the universe was always here, if the universe was infinitely old, then there's nothing for a creator to do. Most of us would be surprised to hear that the universe is going to end one day. We expect the universe to go on forever. Why do we have the idea that it doesn't go on forever into the past? I'm not saying I know the answer to this. This is one of the deepest questions. We do not know the answer. We simply have to keep an open mind. All of us, philosophers, scientists, religious people, no one, in fact, knows.
Right on. All right. That's my take on things, too. There are limits to what we can know. We live in a sliver of time. Mankind, the amount of information we have compared to the amount of information in the universe is infinitely small. It's a very small sample size. So what we consider to be physical laws, merely because we've been able to observe that they seem to play out in the millions or billions of experiments that we've run, does not mean that those quote-unquote laws won't change, as hard as that is to imagine. So that's just one way in which to view our learning. And I like that he said philosophers, scientists, theologians all need to keep an open mind to see where things go. Maybe the matter in the universe just always existed, in which case there was nothing for a creator to do to bring it into existence, and so maybe there wasn't a creator. The way my mind works, and the way most people's minds work with pattern recognition, call it survival instincts. It's good to know whether that's a lion or a bush in the distance, because your odds of survival are greater if it's a lion and you hightail it out of there. We are wired to make sense of things. We try to say, if this, then this. We've got this, then this, then this, then this, and it helps us stay alive or maybe achieve some happiness in life, or at least avoid sorrow or unwanted outcomes. So when we keep, as far as going back in time, to me it makes sense that matter came from somewhere, because we do look at things as a function of beginnings. How did this happen? Investigators in a crime scene or a car accident, or you come home from work and there's something out of order in your home, and you're like, how did that happen? Who did this? Like, you want to know the origin of the difference that you're observing. Well, with the matter in the universe, where did it come from? To me, it suggests that it had a beginning. And a beginning, to me, bespeaks an independent, powerful, compared to me, agent, what we generally refer to as a person. So, and I don't mean like anthropological. I mean some being, some power source that was able to bring it into existence. The obvious next question is, well, then where did that person come from? Where did that being come from? Just always was? Where if you're able to posit that about that being, that this being just always was, why not just say the matter in the universe always was? And these are equally legitimate. So we don't know, like he said. So keep an open mind, keep searching. And that's what I do on this channel here, whether we're studying whether we're looking at theology, whether we're looking at just purely scientific things, social things, whatever they may be. I like looking at the way in which the arguments are structured, how the person stands in it, and what they're saying. I mean, there's some very interesting things that folks say, whether you agree or disagree with them. There's a lot of information out there that kind of can tickle the cranium bone. So, all right, folks, leave your comments. I read them. And if you have an idea for a topic to do or a video for me to react to of some sort, let me know, and then maybe I'll get to it. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video, and keep thinking philosophically.